Tom is a gifted engineering student at Cambridge University who is being courted by recruiters from several major oil companies, all promising him increasingly richer salaries and job perks if he agrees to work for them. Tom dismisses the offers, later explaining to his oil executive father over dinner that he does not want the life that a career in the oil industry would bring him. During this conversation, he receives an anonymous text message from somebody observing him in the restaurant who tells him to meet at a club. He goes to the location where he is instructed and meets a woman named Lorraine, who then introduces him to Walter, who runs a salvaging company that had recovered a large treasure known as the Treasure of Guadalupe, but it was seized by the Spanish government because Walter's company was not legally salvaging the site. Walter has put together a team consisting of members with various skill sets including Lorraine, a con artist, Simon, a logistics expert, Klaus, a computer hacker, and James, Walter's longtime treasure hunting partner. Walter needs Tom's engineering genius to help them breach the vault that holds the confiscated treasure inside the Bank of Spain. Tom agrees to help and joins them in Madrid during the 2010 World Cup as Spain is contending for the championship title. Using the crowd noise from the many fans gathered in the city to watch the matches as cover, they scout the bank and determine that the vault sits on a giant scale underneath a large water reservoir. If the weight on the scale fluctuates in the slightest, the vault floods, drowning any intruders who might be inside. After spending days to find a solution before the finals, Tom accepts Lorraine's invitation to go to a bar to unwind, where he sees a bartender make a cocktail drink that gives him the solution to the mechanics of the vault. Tom determines that they can defeat the scale by freezing it with 500 liters of nitrogen, slowing the mechanics of the scale long enough that it would not register their presence and trigger a flood while they retrieve the treasure. They move forward with their plan, with Simon successfully freezing the scale beneath the floor of the vault while Tom, Lorraine, and James perilously make their way inside. Tom's plan has worked and they rush to retrieve the box containing a collection of 3 coins from Sir Francis Drake that describe where to find his massive treasure hoard. As they locate the coins, Gustavo, the head of bank security, regains control of his systems after Klaus unknowingly penetrates them days earlier. Having learned in the days prior that the team had already infiltrated the bank to scout it, he dispatched a strike team to arrest the intruders. Believing they are compromised, Walter tells the trio to surrender to the team. James then pulls a gun on Tom, refusing to surrender, and demands Tom hand over the coins, revealing that he's working for the British government. The vault locks down, trapping them inside. However, James' diving experience affords him the ability to swim to safety and he abandons the other 2. Running out of time, Tom suspects that the key to stopping the flow of water into the vault is tricking the scale by adding more weight and making it think the vault is full of water. He instructs Simon to stack the empty nitrogen canisters onto the scale for additional weight, but it is not enough to halt the flow of water. The team loses contact with Tom and Lorraine, believing they have drowned, until as a last resort Simon himself climbs onto the scale with a radio broadcasting the World Cup commentary, with the last bit of weight ceasing the water flow. The vault begins to drain, and Tom and Lorraine can evade the bank security as they escape to the square where many fans watch Spain defeat the Netherlands for their first World Cup title. At the British Embassy, James reports to Margaret, an associate of both his and Walter's, and delivers the coins, only to find out that the coins are fakes and that Walter is still in possession of the originals. As the team relaxes in St. Tropez, Walter finds that the treasure is buried under the Bank of England. A new heist begins 2 years later as the 2012 Olympics begin in London. The end. Thank you for watching. To enjoy more, please subscribe and take advantage of our membership perks, including exclusive recaps.